Why do you keep 9 commandments, but not the 4th? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal. But wait, what happened to remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy? Why do you keep 9, but reject the 4th? You preach against murder, yet you break the Sabbath. You condemn adultery, yet you profane the day God sanctified. You honor your father and mother, yet dishonor your Creator's holy rest. How can this be? Pastors, priests, imams, skeptics, answer this. Did God stutter when he said, "Remember"? Or did he somehow revoke his eternal law and forget to mention it? The 4th commandment is not a suggestion. It is not a ceremonial shadow. It is a command, etched in stone by the very finger of God, Exodus 31:18. And yet it is the one commandment that modern Christianity tramples, explaining it away with traditions, opinions, or excuses like, "We worship every day," or "Jesus is our rest." Let me ask you, do you murder every day? Do you commit adultery every day? No. Then don't dare use "we worship every day" as an excuse to ignore the one day God made holy. Here's the raw truth. You were never given permission to change God's law. No prophet, no apostle, not even Jesus Christ himself altered the 10 commandments. In fact, Jesus said in Matthew 5:17, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law." He kept the Sabbath. His disciples kept the Sabbath. Paul, your favorite apostle, preached on the Sabbath to Gentiles. Acts 13:42-44. And in the book of Revelation, God's faithful are described as those who keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Revelation chapter 14:12. Not 9 commandments, but all 10. So why do you reject the 4th? Because a Roman bishop said so? Because Constantine passed a law? Because your denomination redefined truth? Wake up. You're not following Scripture, you're following tradition. The Roman Catholic Church proudly declares it changed the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday by its own authority, not by Scripture. Look it up. Canon law, catechism, and church history all admit it. They even mock Protestants. You keep Sunday, not because it's in the Bible, but because we told you to. So Protestants, Sunday keepers, and pastors, who really is your authority? God or man? If you accept 9 commandments but delete the 4th, you are breaking the entire law. James 2:10 says, "For whosoever shall keep the whole law, and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all." You cannot claim to love Jesus while discarding his Sabbath. You cannot claim to follow God's law while rejecting his rest. The Sabbath is not a burden, it is a blessing. It was made at creation, Genesis chapter 2, 1-3, blessed and sanctified before sin, before Jews, before Moses. To reject it now is to reject the God who gave it. So I challenge you, yes, you who claim to love truth. Why do you keep 9 commandments but not the 4th? Give me one verse where God changed it. You can't. Not one verse, not one word. Your silence condemns your tradition. It's time to return to the full law of God, all 10, not just 9. Because in the final judgment, it won't be tradition that saves you. It will be obedience to the eternal word of God.